Welcome back to Dr. Liu's VCE Chemistry channel. Today, we are breaking down volumetric and chromatographic analysis from the 2025 NHT Chemistry exam. As I go through this, please feel free to correct any mistakes you find. All feedback from teachers, parents, and students is greatly appreciated. To find the volume of permanganate required, we need to follow a standard titration calculation, calculate the moles of the known substance, use the stoichiometric ratio from the balanced equation, and then solve for the unknown volume. Calculate the moles of hydrogen peroxide, use the stoichiometric ratio, calculate the volume of permanganate. The correct answer is B. A range of different known concentrations at the same pressure through the HPLC column. Range of known concentrations. To build a curve, usually a straight line, you need multiple data points. By measuring several standard solutions with precisely known concentrations, you can map out how the detector response increases as concentration increases. Constant pressure and other variables in any scientific experiment. You want to change only one variable at a time, the independent variable. In this case, that variable is concentration. All other conditions, such as pressure, temperature, flow rate, and mobile phase composition, must be kept constant to ensure that any change in the peak area is due solely to the amount of active ingredient present. Statement 1, correct. In a laboratory setting, a mistake, or personal error, is a blunder such as misreading a scale, spilling part of a sample, or using the wrong reagent. Because these are not inherent to the measurement process or the equipment, they should be discarded. Including them would provide an inaccurate representation of the chemical system being studied. Statement 2, incorrect. An outlier in a highly precise set of data is almost never a systematic error. Systematic errors shift all measurements in one direction, making them consistently too high or too low, usually due to a poorly calibrated instrument. This affects accuracy, but not necessarily precision. An outlier is a single data point that deviates significantly from the rest. This is more likely the result of a random error, an unpredictable fluctuation, or a mistake, as described in Statement I. Volumetric analysis. Redox titration. The presentation details a titration between hydrogen peroxide and acidified potassium permanganate. Reaction stoichiometry. The balanced equation shows a 2 to 5 molar ratio between permanganate and hydrogen peroxide. Calculation methodology. First, the moles of the known hydrogen peroxide solution are calculated. The stoichiometric ratio is applied to determine the moles of potassium permanganate required. Finally, the volume of potassium permanganate is solved for, resulting in an expected volume of 35.3 milliliters. 2. Chromatographic analysis, HPLC calibration. The document explains the correct methodology for constructing a calibration curve in high-performance liquid chromatography, HPLC. Independent variable. The curve must be constructed using a range of different known concentrations to map the detector's response. Controlled variables. All other experimental conditions, specifically pressure, temperature, and flow rate, must be kept constant. Goal: ensuring constant conditions ensures that changes in peak area are solely attributable to the concentration of the active ingredient. 3. Data analysis and errors. The final section addresses the identification and handling of errors and outliers in scientific reporting. Handling mistakes. Identified mistakes, human blunders like spilling a sample, should be discarded as they do not accurately represent the system being studied. Distinguishing errors, outliers. These are single data points deviating from the set, typically caused by random errors or mistakes. Systematic errors. These shift all measurements in one direction, affecting accuracy, but not necessarily precision, and are usually caused by faulty equipment. If you need my help, please add me on WeChat or WhatsApp and send me an email. Thanks for your attention. Please note Dr. Liu's VCE Physics channel, Dr. Liu's VCE Chemistry channel, and Dr. Liu's VCE Biology channel.